Caribbean E, and Tina.
Hello.
Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's just having a wonderful and great day. Everything is going good and that you're safe and that you are in a good place in the state of your mind. So today we're going to talk about something, a very, very important subject. And I got with Tina, we had a conversation. And this is very important. This is something that people don't really pay attention to, but it's about germs.
Yes. How to avoid as much as you can germs while traveling, especially with the Wuhan thing happening and, SARS from back in the day, those of us that can remember that. But just in general, overall health. A lot of people go on trips and they get sick.
Tina, also just in the news lately, in China, this city called Wuhan, about 60,000 people have died so far from this for this epidemic, this dirty bad spike, and pigs and stuff, and spreading the germs, and everybody eat that meat, they become infected. So this makes us really be more self-conscious and more watchful for these things that can also cause us to be affected by some of the same things that affect the people, the things that they touch.
Right. And it's not just what they're ingesting. I know a lot of people that worry about things like that when they go to Cancun, Mexico in general, and other Spanish countries, third world countries. Mm-hmm. You worry about the water. We get tons of questions all the time about the water. You worry about what restaurants are safe to eat at. But what you're not worried about is your everyday killer, which is the germs that are on things that we touch and we use and we forget how many other people have touched and used the same thing. Wow. So that's the list we're going to go over. So first thing that I would suggest doing, and I used to do it, don't do it anymore. Now I'm committed to doing it again, putting it into practice. Lysol wipes. So Lysol wipes, let me grab you guys all know the nice little containers. I get the nice big ones. I use it in the house all the time. I wipe down counters. I wipe down bathrooms. I do everything. But these will be your friends while traveling. How can you take this? No, don't take this. Put them in a Ziploc bag and take them with you on your person. Take them for the airplane.
Right.
That's what we were talking about.
Even on a bus, if you ride on a bus, or even a train.
Right. Anything public that thousands of people are on all the time, it is not the responsibility of the airline nor anyone else to clean those disinfectantly. They will spray a little mist. They'll make it smell nice. It by no means it's being disinfected. So carry your Lysol wipes. Use them on your plane, on the seatbelt. Some planes have remote controls. Make sure you're wiping down the remote control. Your hand rest. Make sure you're touching the tray table because everybody loves pulling that tray table down. But think about all the people who coughed, who touched something, who went to the bathroom, didn't wash their hands, and pulled down that same tray table.
Yep. Ill.
Yeah. And then you said what? Touch screens? The
touch screens to watch a movie. Everybody's just scrolling through trying to find a movie that they want. Your fingerprint, your handprint, your hand grease, all that stuff is still on it. And if you have kids, also, if kids are traveling with you, you want to make sure the kids are disinfected too, because kids can give it to you.
Yes.
And this Wuhan thing, there was one story that the man got it, and then the man got it, went to the States, he gave it to his wife, and the wife gave it to the little kids, and now all of them are in big trouble.
Right. So the second thing is when you got those Lysol wipes, don't just use them on your mode of transportation, use them at your destination, meaning your hotel, your Airbnb, wherever you're staying.
Right.
Remember, you're not the only person staying there. Lots of people stay there before you. So you want to make sure that you're wiping down the remote control. They say literally the most germ-filled thing is the remote control in the bed. Well, you have no choice in the bed, mattress itself, but you do when you're touching the remote control. Wipe it down with a Lysol wipe. Think of how many people were in there eating, going to the bathroom, not washing their hands, and touching that remote control. I know it's disgusting, but it's something you have to think about because that's how germs are transmitted. So somebody could have been coughing, not feeling well, touch that remote. Now you're grabbing that same remote without wiping it down first.
Same one.
Wipe it down. Also, all handles. We're talking door handles. Think about how many people come in and out. The service industry people that are touching the door handle to come in and out of your room. The cleaning lady. The people that have stayed there. Wipe down the door handles. The light switches. The little clicker for the lamp. I mean, the fridge, the safe. Anything that you're touching on a regular, you're not the only one touching that on a regular. So make sure you're wiping it down with Lysol wipes.
Right. And Tina, also like to mention, even when you go to a restaurant, you pull the chair out, you ain't the only one that pulled that chair out. So if you don't wipe the chair off, wipe your hands off.
Use anti-bac. That's when this would come in handy, because you're not going to go and clean an entire restaurant, nor should you. But what you should do is invest in a little travel size anti-bac. I always have one in my bag. You have one in your travel bag.
I got one in my bag right now, both bags.
Right, because no matter where we're going, grocery shopping, whatever, you're touching a shopping cart, you're touching a door, you're touching a handrail. If you're in a shopping mall, you get on the escalator. You see people try to avoid it, but some people touch the escalator. Mm-hmm. So you just want to make sure that anti-bac is your best friend while you're out and about. It's simple, it's tiny. I love Bath and Body Works because they smell really good, but they also have, non-scented if you're allergic or whatever. You can get either kind.
And also when you're in the airport, you're not the only one handling your suitcase. You might want to put it on the handle when you get off the conveyor belt. You might want to take some, wipe that off, wipe your hands off, keep yourself germ-free. Yes. Because bag carriers, they handle thousands and thousands of bags per day. They will touch your bag 2 or 3 times. And even the people that you notice, if you go through screening, they got plastic gloves on.
Right.
Protect themselves, because germs are no joke these days.
Yeah. And when you're traveling, I had read an article, and it was just a few common sense things that I was like, oh my God, I took all this for granted. So I know we don't sometimes like the air to be directly on us. When you're on a plane or on a bus or whatever, sometimes I get a little chilly and I forget to bring a jacket, so I tell them, can you turn my air off? I will never do that again. That air is actually a barrier for all those people hacking up a lung while you're sitting in that plane. That air coming down on you is kind of deterring all of those coughs and germs that are trying to invade your personal space.
Right.
So make sure to have that air hitting towards the front area of your face to kind of whoosh, get that fresh air so that you're getting those germs away from you. Mm-hmm. And I know also that when you're there and you don't layer properly, you might ask for a blanket or a pillow. Make sure the blanket and the pillow are both in sealed bags. If not, I just came home, I'm sick, I'm on a plane, I'm hacking up a lung, but I'm hacking it up in the blanket. I hand that blanket back to that stewardess, and that stewardess is literally just folding it up and putting it for the next person. Right. If they are not in sealed bags, you're touching something that could possibly infect you. Just saying. So, yeah.
Very important, very important.
And then the ice machines, that's what really freaked me out.
And the ice machines, right.
I totally freaked. So I was under the assumption, and that's what I get for assuming, that ice was brought onto the plane, and that's why sometimes when you ask for ice, they're like, I'm sorry, we're out, or I'm sorry, we can only give you 1 or 2 ice cubes. No. I found out that the ice machines are located on the plane. The ice is made on the plane through the water tank on the plane. I will never order ice in a glass again. Sorry, I won't, because I have no idea of knowing if that is actually filtered. So whatever that tank has, that's like, you might as well go into the bathroom of the plane and just drink the water, which I don't think any of us would do.
And I would definitely ask the stewardess or somebody how you filtering your water. You know what? Because the life you save just be on now. These germs now, they got so real now that everybody's seeing it.
Well, yeah, people are literally dying.
People are literally dying, absolutely.
And one thing that I have always done, but I don't know how many people know, because I read this hack, and since I've read it, I've done it. Your cell phone. Think of all the things you do, and then you touch your cell phone, right? So you're touching your cell phone. Your cell phone is full of germs. Not to mention, women, we know this. We put it on our face, grease, right? Or even makeup gets all over your phone. I have the best hack in the world, toothpaste. So you take toothpaste and you just take a teeny little smidge of dry, now don't wet it, but regular, just a little bit of toothpaste. You rub it all along the covering, the glass shield of your phone, and then you just take a dry rag and you just wipe it off, and it will remove the grease, which could actually cause acne and mess with your pores. And I'm huge on skin, trust me. I do facials on him. Yeah, I'm so huge on skin.
I love it. I love it.
And so it gets rid of all that grease, but it also gets rid of fingerprints, smudges. Smells great because toothpaste has, mint. At least mine does. So that's a cute, good little hack for your cell phone, iPad, laptop. So that's all I have.
So, just wanted to let you guys just be informed so you can travel safely. Not just safely, but also sanitize. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. You gotta do it.
Healthy.
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 Because nobody's not gonna do it for you. You gotta do it yourself.
Yes.
And if you look at the news, you'll see even some statistics. Some people are dying from this Wuhan disease, even in the United States now.
Yes.
So you gotta watch it. The airports. I mean, sometimes it's just a cesspool of germs. Okay, all over the place.
And the only reason I've been freaking out is because I know we've been saying we're taking a lot of trips. Some of them are out of the country, but some are back to in country in the United States. We have a wedding that we have to attend, and that wedding is definitely in one of the epicenters for this whole Wuhan thing. So I am definitely freaked out and very concerned about our safety health-wise. So yeah.
So, like we always say on the channel, in the meantime, between the time, life is to be enjoyed. Don't hit that notification subscription.
Hit subscribe. The reason we're doing it, we did, because you haven't seen this after, we did a live stream on another channel, Love Crossing Borders, so watch that if you didn't catch it on Valentine's Day. But we don't have 1,000 subscribers, so we can't go live. We were going to show the apartment, we were going to do different things. We need you guys to subscribe. We're still missing 3/4 of our subscribers.
Yes, a whole lot of them.
So subscribe, we can hit that 1,000, we can go live. We have to go live on another channel.
Right.
With Andre and Andrea. So if you look that up, Love Crossing Borders, Andre and Andrea, they have an interview done on Valentine's Day with us about interracial, international love.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. So, peace. See you in the next video.